Hey folks, Dan Frio here with your real estate news for December 12th, 2025. So the Federal Reserve Chairman of Chicago, he was a dissenter. He came in and said, I don't want rate cuts. Well, I actually watched an interview with him today, and everything he said really made sense. So we're going to go over why he dissented, why others didn't dissent, and what his expectations are in 2026. Because he's saying, well, in 47 days, I dissented, but in 47 days, I'm going to be probably looking at rate cuts because the data that we're getting in, it just was a little cloudy. So I figured I'd wait 47 days before I cut rates. Is his thesis kind of the same as what the other Federal Reserve members are going to do? So what's the Federal Reserve going to do at the next meeting? That might be on everybody's mind now. So if you're watching this video, you might be a homeowner, maybe a home buyer, maybe you're a realtor, loan officer trying to figure out what in the heck's going on with those and the whys behind it. So today we're going to talk about why some of the Fed officials dissented and what they're telling us for 2026. Because if you're watching these things, well, the Federal Reserve's the main street media right now, so we have to really focus in on what they're telling us. So let's get over to what the Fed Reserve guy told us, what my expectations are, the news, and then should you lock or should you float? Let's get to it, folks. So my name is Dan Frio. I'm the host of the Rate Update with Dan Frio, and I'm also a licensed mortgage loan officer in all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico. I'd love to help you maneuver if you're looking to buy or refinance. Our slogan here is one application, one credit pool. We're going to compare your loan with over 30 different lenders. How do we do that? I'll give you my information at the end of this. You're here for these. So let's get to it. Well, so Federal Reserve person Goolsbee, he came in today, and I watched the interview. He said, well, let's float over to what the Federal Reserve looks at. Okay, the Federal Reserve was in place for two reasons. One, to keep inflation in check, and one other was to keep the jobs market at full employment. Well, he's saying, well, the jobs market is at full employment. Anything under 5% is full employment. But a 2.8 handle on the inflation rate is a little too high. So he's saying, okay, we had a government shutdown for 40, 50 days. We don't have all the data that we need. So, I'm just going to punt right now and I'll probably vote for rate cuts at the next meeting. I think that might be the consensus of most of them. So what's my thoughts on all these? Well, let's get over to today's news, which isn't much. Let's see what the markets are doing, and then we're going to go over to my section that says lock or float, and I'll explain what exactly you guys should be doing. So let's get over to it. So here's in the news that we have for today. Let's get over to the bond market. We have the bond market not doing too well, but the reason why we're just going to skip to that is we really have nothing going on. All we have in the news is Fed Paulson speaking today, Fed Hamerick speaking today, and Fed Goolsbee speaking today. They already spoke. They're not really moving the markets. So let's get to what the bond market's doing today. So if you're new to my channel, I don't want to bore you. This bond right here that we're watching, or this chart we're watching, is basically what's going on with mortgage rates. What you're seeing right up through there, that says an MBS. What that means, it's a mortgage bond. So the yield on this thing affects your mortgage rate. Okay, so what you need to understand is up through there, that number. If the number's going down, that means rates are going up. That means the prices of bonds are going down, rates are going up. We want the prices to go up. Remember when the Federal Reserve came in and did quantitative easing last time? They bought up this market. So they pushed prices up to the highest levels ever. And then we had interest rates in the 2% range. So we want this thing to go up. If we look at this week, what we got deterioration, but then we had a nice little rally. But what you're seeing is we're really no better than where we were beforehand. Okay, so markets, like I've been saying, I don't think rates are really going to change all that much. So based on the financial news that we have today, let's get over to CNBC, see how the financial markets are doing. Don't really think they're doing much at all either. We got the Dow Jones up 84, S&P just staggering there, the NASDAQ up, down 120. Really no movement through here. So let's get over to what's going to affect rates today and what I think's going to happen. So let's get over to my section that we call lock or float, because there's really no financial news today. So I'm still on the side. I know rates went down a little bit, but I'm still on the side of just locking in now if you're closing within 30 days, and forget about it, folks. We have Christmas in 2 weeks. Then we got New Year's coming in. We have other holidays here. We have, don't have a heart attack over this. Okay, but if you're not closing for over 30 days or longer, just float. Just float. Don't overthink this market. Wonder if you're a homeowner right now and you're like, okay, Dan, do I refinance? Do I not refinance? I just put a couple calculators down there. I hope you guys find them. Okay, one is telling you how much is it going to cost you if you just wait? Does it make sense to refinance now, even though we know rates are going to go down? That's one of them. Another one down there, we're just going to actually show you how much you can actually afford when you're looking to buy a home. So we got everything for homeowners and home buyers at this time. So go over to my website. Here's what it is. If you're a homeowner, Plug in the information in RateWatch 2.0 over there. Here's what it is. Just give me the information on your mortgage and at what rate you'd want to refinance, or at least kick the tires to see what the numbers would look like. What's going to happen is we don't sell the data. I'll be calling you. I'll email you. I'll text you. We have a lot of people that we're reaching out to right now. Once the Federal Reserve cut, please answer your phone and please reply. But what do you do if you're a homeowner or home buyer looking to buy down the road? Okay, get pre-approved. Or at least talk with us to make sure you're on the right page so you won't have any problems when it comes down the road to building that house or maybe buying in the spring. Making sure your credit scores are exactly what you want them to be. You know you have over 35 credit scores? Check out my website. It's called creditscoresandmore.com. It's plural, creditscoresandmore.com. Check out what your true credit scores are. How much is your income? Well, what do banks use as your income to qualify? And then what programs are you available to fit into? Why one might save you tons of money over the other ones, and maybe even has a different rate or different PMI, things like that. What am I talking about? Well, these are different mortgage programs, folks. So if you're a little confused, visit me at the Rate Update, folks. I've been doing this for over 35 years. I'd love to help you manage from basically application to keys in your pocket. Or maybe you're a homeowner trying to just help make housing a little more affordable. The last two people I talked to were saving over $500 a month. And I'm not kidding you, $500 a month in their monthly payments. So check it out. See how much you could save by refinancing now. Or if you're kicking the tires on getting doing a purchase or getting pre-approved, well, visit us. Ask Dan. Apply now. Schedule a consultation. We'd love to help you. So here's what I do. I work at a bank that offers me licensing throughout the whole country as well as Puerto Rico. The cool thing is we're set up with over 30 other banks, credit unions, mortgage companies. Why are you out there putting in your application at all these sites when you can put your application in one time, have your credit pulled one time, and we're going to give you quotes with over 30 different lenders. You can do it right through here at the Rate Update. My name is Dan Frio, and you will work with us, me and my team, during this whole process. So what I'm looking at today, folks, again, I'm looking at if you're closing within 30 days, just lock them in. If it's any longer than that, float. Make sure you get pre-qualified or at least get your information in so you can take advantage as rates come on down. So, folks, that is it for today. I will be flying out of town to visit my mother, so I won't be doing a closing bell this afternoon. Prayers for my mom. We're going to go visit her in a nursing home and spend some a little bit of quality time for the holidays. I'm just being there over the weekend, so we'll be back Monday morning to give you all the information you need to figure out what next going to go on with those next week and the whys behind it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so over there. Otherwise, I'll be back next week to let you know what's going on with these and the whys behind it. God bless. Have a fantastic afternoon. Have a safe weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday. Have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.